Be featured.
Not the team. They'll both be in the ring, but not as a team. A man in a black and white shirt here, and of course Buddy Rose going against Ventura.
On the 21st, this Tuesday night, it's finally going to happen in Portland, Ventura. You got your match with me. One fall to a finish, the first man to give up, get pinned, or is 2 feet, not 1 foot, but 2 feet to touch the floor loses. And it's 5-1. You're 5,000 against my 1,000. That's just fine, because I love that kind of money. I love those kind of odds. And there's one more big stipulation, and I got my way, and I'm always going to get my way. And I always do get my way. The referee is Ed Wiskowski. And Don Owens said he didn't like the idea, but Ventura had to go for it. It's the only way he could get me in. But Don Owens said he had to get a license to referee. Did you get your license?
I spent a half day in Salem taking the written test and the practical test. And right here is my license, Don Owens. And believe me, my signature on the bottom means that I'm going to call that match right down the middle. I won't favor you. I won't favor Ventura. I'm going to call the match right down the middle. The rules are easy. The best man is going to win, buddy. I have a feeling it's going to be you. Something tells me you're in better condition.
I want Mark Hanna, Dale Lewis, and a few other referees to watch this match to learn what a referee should do and what a referee has to do out there to make sure that there's justice. Ventura, you're going to lose, and I'm going to take your money Tuesday night. You're not going to hurt me.
The biggest.
If not, certainly one of the biggest, if not the biggest, coming up for you Tuesday night, and some special rules.
Frank, I put a lot of money on the line to get Buddy Rose in the ring one time by himself. And tonight when I walked in the arena, I probably got about 50 letters, all telling me don't do the match, don't take the match, not with Ed Wiskowski as the referee. Well, let me tell you something. For all the people, all the fans out there, I've got a few aces in the hole myself for this match. Number one, you can lose on pinfall, you can lose on submission, or if your 2 feet touch the floor. Now that's to my benefit, because Buddy Rose, as everyone knows, doesn't like to stay in the ring very long. So if his 2 feet touch the floor, the match is over. Number two, Wiskowski as referee. People say, don't do it, don't do it. Well, Frank, I look at it this way. If Wiskowski's in the ring, I've always got an eye on him. He's not going to be coming from back in the corner, back in the dressing room, here and there, to do something to me. He's going to be right in the ring. Number three, to my advantage, I got the match, no disqualification. So all Ed Wiskowski is going to be doing in there is watching me beat Buddy Rose to death. That's all he's going to be doing in there. He's going to watch me annihilate his partner Tuesday night right here. So there's a few aces in the hole for me on this match. I put up $5,000. Buddy Rose put up $1,000. I'm going to walk out of here with Buddy Rose's $1,000. And I'll tell you something, Ed Wiskowski. Get in my way one time in that ring, just once, Ed Wiskowski, and I'll beat both of you the same night.
Thank you.
In Tacoma, big tag match.
Main event. And we've got a couple of benefits coming up, special benefits. Next Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock at the special father and son luncheon, Banquet Vancouver Elks Club. And then at 7 o'clock that evening at R.A. Long High School, a benefit for Yvonne Satcher, afflicted with a brain tumor, 10-year-old student at St. Helens School. She now needs help and financial support, particularly for those medical bills, and it's going to be my pleasure to be there as your guest announcer Sunday the 26th in Longview, R.A. Long High School Gym.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be the best 2 out of 3 falls or to a TV time limit for the Northwest Team Championship. Introducing in this corner the defending title holders, Playboy Buddy Rose and Ed Wiskowski. The challengers in this corner, Skip Young and Jerry Oates. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, next Tuesday night, Ventura gets his opportunity to get Buddy Rose in the ring by himself.
Buddy Rose proudly displaying the tag team belts, emblematic of the tag team championship of the Pacific Northwest. Those belts and the heavyweight championship belt of the Pacific Northwest, held by Ed Wiskowski. Two of the most sought-after championships in the country today. We've talked in the very recent past about that, about how some championships in certain areas, certain states, mean more than others. The Southern California championship and a Pacific Coast title that they have down there used to be a big belt a number of years ago. It no longer has anywhere near the significance of the championship belt and tag team titles of the Pacific Northwest. They are among the top 2 or 3 sought-after belts in the country. Buddy Rose literally going into the ropes as they were doing the slingshot back and forth. Buddy Rose starting against Skip Young. Skip from Texas Christian University out of Dallas, Texas. Father is a minister. A go behind by the Playboy from Las Vegas, Nevada with a full Nelson. Buddy Rose. Dandy Sandy Barr continues to be the third man in the ring. And the escape and reversal by Skip Young, taking him over to his partner Oates. And they just tag. No double team. Side headlock. Jerry Oates, the Georgian out of Columbus, Georgia. Jerry Oates, young man with already fine record and an even brighter future ahead of him, according to many. And the tag, and Oates with a smart play. Rose reached behind for the tag and did not think that Oates was aware of what was happening, and he was. Jerry turned quickly and caught Wiskowski as he came in. Wiskowski from Missouri whipped to the floor. Rose starting in to interfere. Both Skip Young and the referee moving toward him at the same time. He thought he better get out of there. I want to remind you, too, because it's a change, that Friday night wrestling this week only will be in Roseburg at the Douglas County Fairgrounds, because there are no matches, because in Eugene, because of the logging congress that's being held there. But it's a big one. All the stars will be on hand at Roseburg Friday. A takedown by Skip Young on Buddy Rose. Rose turning him up and holding on to the trunks, not even dropping as the referee gets a good look at it. The Playboy caught in a side headlock by Skip Young. Skip, quite a football player. Also, as so many pro wrestlers were athletes in other sports, chose wrestling is a better way of making a living. More money. You get to work more often. Football, you go about half of the year and play a game once a week. Body slam. Skip Young kicks him off. Nip up to his feet. He is right back, and Rose is body slam. Headlock and a hip throw. Sandy Barr, well aware of Rose and Wiskowski's propensity for the man outside the ring to come in and interfere and try to help his partner keeps an eye on Wiskowski. I'll tell you, it's going to be something Tuesday to see Wiskowski, a licensed referee for this match, in his striped shirt in the ring. And well, you heard him talking, you heard what he said, and you saw what his face looked like when he said it. So do we hear things between the lines about how he's going to referee that match Tuesday night? Oh, leapfrog. And a drop kick with an elevation of about 7 feet. Rose is over 6 feet tall, and I swear that Young kicked down at him. Skip Young, as good a leaper as anybody in the National Basketball Association. Oh, that man gets off his feet. David Thompson's supposed to have a 42-inch vertical leap, the greatest in basketball. Skip Young has told us that one measurement was 41 inches for him, and he said that was about the only one time we just kind of checked it to see how high I could get off the ground. And he said, I know that I've gone higher than that. Whew. Skip Young and Jerry Oates teaming together, and the two youngsters getting a big break, a title shot for the Northwest Championship. Watch out, here comes Buddy Rose. Reverse elbow smash, misses. Elbow drop. Oates got out of the way. The tag. Wiskowski in, and again Oates well aware of what's happening. Up on the turnbuckles, up in the air for the hip throw. The main event coming your way. Once again, Don Owen replying to the request of our sponsors, Tom Peterson and Friendly Chevrolet. Sponsors say, we know that there's a lot of shut-ins out there, Don, and we know you can't take every main event and put it on television, and pretty soon everybody will be home watching TV, and if no paying customers, there won't be anything to televise. So we do realize that, but when possible, when you can bring a main event to those unfortunates at home that can't get to the sports arena, should they want to, we appreciate it. Don Owens frequently, as tonight, does just that. So you're seeing the main event. It's the top main event. It's a nice build. It's a double main event with the semi-main of Battle Royal later on the card. Coming back swinging, Skip Young, right to the point of the chin. That's Rose up in the air, and John Hart on the powder blue canvas. Now the blonde playboy from Las Vegas comes roaring back. Double foot stomp to the midsection on Skip Young, and there has been no fall yet. Best 2 out of 3 falls, championship match. Knee lift to the midsection, Rose out, Wiskowski over to cut Young over. Cut him off before he can tag his partner. Double foot stomp by Wiskowski. Talking about the athletes that are in the business, here's one. A fine weightlifter, and of course was a professional football player. And through the legs, Skip Young, and here comes Jerry Oates. Wiskowski catching it from the Georgian. Rose in and bounced through the ropes off the apron on the concrete floor. Hip throw by Oates. Body slam coming up. Wiskowski hit the deck hard, covered with a body press. Oates gets a count of 2 out of it. And suplex drop. He tried to use his run up the turnbuckles to whip around and put Wiskowski down. Wiskowski with that knee drop to the head, that flying knee drop. After the suplex drop, he got his man off balance. And the first fall is going to go to the champions. Skip Young in immediately to get Wiskowski off him and to protect his belt. So the first fall in our TV main event, which is also a heavyweight or rather tag team title holder, for the tag team titles, the title holders, winners of the first fall.
And Ed Wiskowski.
Okay, once again, we're going to turn around.
We will be back to
Our usual 8:30 starting time will be live. Tonight's show, well, we are delayed just a couple of hours. The action you're watching went on just a couple of hours ago at the Portland Sports Arena. And it is the main event of the evening for the for the tag team championships. Flying knee by Wiskowski put on Oates. He tagged him. Wiskowski tagged Oates to win the first fall of the championship match. Rose and Wiskowski, the title holders. They have all the belts, as a matter of fact, with Wiskowski holding the heavyweight championship for the Pacific Northwest. Front headlock by the Las Vegan, the Playboy from Las Vegas. Jerry Oates trying to drive over into his corner so he can tag Skip Young and get a fresh man in, and he can get out, get a little breather. He took some punishment, especially that suplex drop in the first fall action. Wiskowski got the referee's attention. Rose used the trunks to get extra leverage and back Oates across the ring. The tag, and Wiskowski is in against Jerry Oates. And now Skip Young coming into the ring right up to Sandy Barr, yelling at him, watch the chokehold. He's choking him out of that front headlock. Oates tried to lift for the body slam. And trying to drive across the ring. As Wiskowski in the air, body slams him hard. Now Wiskowski needs to get out of there, and he's closer to his corner. There's that old trick that the Kangaroos use so well, and the Von Steigers, who are on the card tonight, but we understand just around going through the area, and we'll be seeing more of them later. But at any rate, the very successful tag team, such as the Von Steigers, the Vachons, the Kangaroos, and now Rose and Wiskowski, cut that ring down. They try to cut it down to about 1/4 its size. They try to wrestle only in their corner. As you just saw, when Wiskowski gets in trouble, when one of the men gets in trouble, he's close. All he's got to do is go over and tag. Jerry Oates is way across the ring from his partner, so he's having difficulty. He wants to get out of there. A little rest and recuperation. Suplex drop on Rose. And Oates unable to follow it up. Tell you, if Oates had his wits about him, was not so groggy, that would be the second fall. And again, you see, the proximity to your corner makes all the difference in the world. Rose hurt from the suplex drop, but able to reach out and tag his partner. Wiskowski, Oates coming back swinging, literally bringing the punches up from the floor. Not trying to get over to his partner, but Wiskowski blocking him. Sandy Barr is the third man in the ring. Turnbuckle treatment. And the cradle. Going for the pin. Wiskowski unable to get it. Got a count of 1 is all. Body drop right across the back of the head. Had the man leaning forward. Flail kicks at the count of 1. Wiskowski tags, and a little double teaming. No. Wiskowski is chased out of there. And here comes Oates. The Georgian is roaring back. Buddy Rose, Wiskowski, winners of the first fall. And Oates in trouble for the challengers right now, but he's coming back swinging. Inside cradle. 1, and that's all. Up on top, with the victory roll, but kicked off it. Oates refusing to be put away. He is hurt, has been unable to get over to his corner, as Rose and Wiskowski have been keeping him in their one quarter of the ring. Oates lays one on Rose, dives for the tag, and here comes Skipper. Turnbuckle hard for Rose. Shoulder throw. Skip Young, the skipper, going to work on the play ball. Flying headbutt. And he grabs him. He holds him up. He doesn't want him to fall. Straight away, Coco Butter headbutt. The tag, and Skip says, maybe you can put him away, Jerry. Knee lift by the Georgian. Body slam, covered with a body press. And Ed Wiskowski flying over the ropes. Missed. Flying knee drop. Spinning toe hold. Jerry Oates with the spinning toe hold. And Wiskowski's in trouble. This match is all even. The match all even at a fall apiece. As Jerry Oates with a top spinning toe hold. And especially after Wiskowski had come flying over the ropes, landed on that knee, and that was the knee that got worked on as the main event of the card, championship action. Rose wants to start, and of course it was Wiskowski that submitted to the spinning toe hold. The men who finished the last fall have to start the next one. Oates going after him right away, and a little difficulty with the mobility by Ed. And Oates going to go right to it. Flying seat drop to the leg. He's got that left knee. Got the toe hold on it. Is not spinning, however, yet. Rose in to interfere. Oates after Rose. Belts him one. Catches Wiskowski coming up from behind. The kick to the head. They've got Oates in trouble. The tag, and Rose is in. Catches one to the midsection. Rose interference got in, really got a good shot on the head of Jerry Oates. Oates now trying to come out of it. Out of it well enough to get over and tag the skipper. Skip Young in to work on Rose. Double knee lift. That great jumping ability. Those knees come up like pistons. Backbreaker. This could be it. The title could be changing hands right here. Wiskowski saved it. Kick to the side of the head. I don't think there was any doubt. And now Skip Young, wild with rage, choking on Rose. The title was gone. The title was changed. Except for the interference by Wiskowski. I don't think there's any doubt. Skip Young had Rose put away. Turnbuckle treatment, Rose taking it from Skip Young and Jerry Oates. The young team have only had a week to work out, but they're doing well in there. More individually than as teamwork. You see Wiskowski and Rose still with the better teamwork, generally speaking, although Rose right now is out of his corner. He takes a couple of punches from Skip Young. Now Young choking. And Skip Young taking a book out of the pages out of the book of Rose and Wiskowski. The tag, and Jerry Oates folds him up like an accordion. A shot to the middle. Sit-out backbreaker coming up. Yes, indeed. Buddy Rose down hard, is rolled over. over in the enemy's corner. And a little show of the inexperience of teamwork there. Oates and Young make a fine team, but they're going to have to get it together to stay in their corner. At this point, that's the only difference in the match. That and the interference by Rose. One. And a flail kick by Oates gets him out of there. Plus, you'll see Rose and Wiskowski changing a lot. Most of your great teams do that. They are in and out, in and out, in and out. So one man does not get hurt at any specific point. Doesn't need too long to recuperate. Work a short time, rest a short time. A tag and a little double teaming. Oates holding. Skip Young unloads on him. Punch to the head. Now they've got Rose over in their corner. If they can keep him there. Now he moves him into a neutral corner. Whips across to the other neutral corner. Goes flying in with a flying body press and gets caught with a knee. Skip Young, and a rookie mistake that may cost his team the tag team title. The shoulder is what got caught. And now it's a series of knee drops by Oates on that left arm, shoulder. Left arm and shoulder. Reverse hammerlock, picks him up and throws him down, working on that arm. And here comes the master, the crippler, Buddy Rose. He's caused more knee injuries in the last year than most wrestlers cause in their lifetime, and does it purposely. Working on that left arm and shoulder of Skip Young. The tag, and now Wiskowski coming in. And Skip Young in very serious trouble, not only of losing this match, a mistake from the timekeeper, ringing the bell by accident. That was supposed to be the 5-minute mark. 5 minutes left in the match. Rose getting in extra curricular activity on Skip Young. There's a diving headbutt as Oates tried to come in and help. And it was Oates being chased out to allow Rose to work on Skip Young from outside the ring. And the bout's being held up. The bout is being held up. Sandy Barr wants to check and see if that shoulder's injured. And now Oates is in there. This match may be stopped. This match, it is going to be stopped. Sandy Barr for fear of injury to the arm. And they are booing. And I hope that they're booing the fact that Rose and Wiskowski are winning. I hope they're not booing the fact that Sandy Barr stopped it, because it's in the best interest of the wrestler, of course. Admittedly, you take your chances when you get in the ring. Let's listen to Sandy.
Skip refused to give up, but I think his arm is broken. I stopped the match. Therefore, the champions retain their belts.
Well, there you heard it. Skip Young refusing to submit. He refused to give up. Sandy Barr suspecting a broken arm possibly, or at the very least ligaments or cartilage torn in the elbow or the shoulder. And the Cripplers have done it again. Buddy Rose. And there you see him. We will keep it right here. We are all out of our commercial announcements, so we'll just stay here and see what happens. We've got about 5 minutes left in the program, and we'll stay here and cover this for you. You see Sandy Barr, along with Jerry Oates, now helping Skip Young out of the ring, and we'll repeat that Skip Young refused to submit, something that very seldom is seen, a match stopped by the referee due to a possible injury. Now, many times you've heard us say that a man, when he goes into professional wrestling, as any other sport, you go into the sport, you have to take your chances. Well, the same is true, even more so in professional wrestling. But when you have possibility of an injury,